Welcome back to another episode of The Conversation produced by British Council Vietnam. My name is Vinang. It's great to welcome everyone to this week's conversation. How are you guys today? Last week, we had the honor of meeting up with some brilliant Vietnamese experts and chatting about the university-industry linkage. In this week's live stream, I'm so excited to jump into another exciting project that we are going to discuss about. This is about transnational education and quality assurance. It's now a very hot topic at the moment. And today, we also have the chance to meet with so many experts in this field. I would like to introduce to you some of our guest speakers. Our first speaker is Associate Professor Nguyễn Thu Thủy, Director General, Higher Education Department of the Ministry of Education and Training. Coming up next will be Dr. Nicola Bolton, the Head of Strategy and Marketing, Cardiff School of Management at Cardiff Metropolitan University from Wales. Let's welcome also Dr. Nguyễn Văn Duy from University of Nha Trang. It's my pleasure to meet online Dr. Susan Matthew from University of East Anglia. And last but not least, is Dr. Nguyễn Quốc Chính, the Director, Center for Education Testing and Quality Assessment, Việt Nam National University, Hồ Chí Minh City. Welcome all to our show. To higher education, quality assurance and enhancement are mechanisms through which education providers seek to safeguard academic standards and continuously improve higher education quality. They ensure that students get the higher education experience that they are entitled to expect and strive to ensure public trust in higher education, enhancing international rankings and safeguarding stakeholders. Thus, this is the interest of the British Council and higher education institutions in the UK-Vietnam Higher Education Network to explore and share acceptable quality assurance and quality enhancement practice and mechanisms. So firstly, let's talk with representative from the Ministry of Education and Training, Associate Professor Nguyễn Thu Thủy, Director General of Higher Education Department. Welcome to our interview and conversation, Dr. Thủy. I know that the government of Vietnam has recently issued Circular 38 specifying regulation on online and blended joint training programs with foreign higher education institutions. It opens up opportunity for Vietnamese learners to have greater access to quality foreign programs in countries. Do you think students gaining qualification through this route are safeguarded?
Để triển khai mở rộng cái hình thức liên kết đào tạo ở đây là liên kết đào tạo với nước ngoài, hình thức là trực tuyến hay là còn gọi là online, và hình thức là kết hợp giữa trực tuyến và trực tiếp mà chúng ta gọi là blended, chính là đã được cụ thể hóa thông qua Nghị định 86 năm 2018 của Chính phủ, và mới đây nhất chính là Thông tư 38 năm 2020 do Bộ trưởng Bộ Giáo dục và Đào tạo ban hành. Và những cái quy định này được xây dựng trên cơ sở là tạo ra một cái hành lang pháp lý để phát triển các chương trình liên kết đào tạo với nước ngoài, mà phải lựa chọn những cơ sở đào tạo có uy tín ở những nước tiên tiến trên thế giới, có kinh nghiệm trong việc triển khai đào tạo cả online và blended trong bối cảnh thích nghi với cuộc cách mạng công nghiệp 4.0 cũng như là ứng phó với đại dịch Covid-19 mà chúng ta đã và đang trải qua. Và cái chính sách này của chúng tôi thì quy định cụ thể để lựa chọn được cái chương trình đối tác tốt nhất phải đã thông qua kiểm định, có kinh nghiệm của các bên hợp tác trong quá trình tham gia và đảm bảo những cái điều kiện về chất lượng đào tạo, từ hệ thống công nghệ thông tin như thế nào, học liệu điện tử như thế nào, thư viện điện tử, giảng viên, đội ngũ trợ giảng để hỗ trợ trong quá trình đào tạo trực tuyến. Và cái chương trình như vậy thì cá nhân tôi tin rằng là đảm bảo ở cái mức độ chất lượng tốt theo chuẩn quốc tế, và đồng thời cũng sẽ rất là hấp dẫn và thu hút sinh viên Việt Nam tham gia. Và với cái cơ sở pháp lý cũng như quá trình thực hiện đảm bảo chất lượng thì chắc chắn là tấm bằng của các bạn thu được từ những chương trình này là những tấm bằng được công nhận không chỉ ở Việt Nam mà trên thế giới. Họ cũng sẽ công nhận như là bằng cấp được cấp ra từ cái cơ sở đối tác nước ngoài của chúng ta.
Thank you, Associate Professor Nguyễn Thu Thủy, for spending time with us today and sharing this very insightful information. To understand more about the TNE programs and UK-Vietnam collaboration in assuring quality at higher education, we invited here joining us from world is Dr. Bolton, one of our partners in the TNE programs. Welcome, Dr. Bolton, to our conversations.
Okay, thank you, and it's lovely to be here.
So from your view and from your experience, how Vietnamese students can benefit from UK TNE programs with this safeguarding quality assurance framework?
It's one of those things, isn't it? It's like a chain. I mean, the truth of the project was that, as it was called, fostering a culture of quality. And out of that, really, what came very strongly was the role of the student and the need for student engagement and how we might bring that. So once we had decided that we were going to look at the student engagement as being a fundamental principle, we wanted to then develop a string, and in the end the NEU really wanted to develop a student policy so that it was, equivalent to like a student charter. And I think the big leap of faith in the project was that we needed the academic staff to sort of take that leap, if we call it, a bit of a leap in the dark, but to develop what was a community of practice amongst themselves. So they became, they developed a confidence around themselves and also a self-examination and a kind of constructive critique of their own provision. And then through that, they then actually engaged the students. And I think that was quite a revelatory moment in the project.
Thank you, Dr. Bolton, for spending time to join us online. So that is some suggestion from Dr. Bolton to build an effective strategy to enhance and improve TNE programs in Vietnam. So how about Vietnamese side? Let's hear some sharing from Dr. Nguyễn Văn Duy from Nha Trang University. Thank you, Dr. Duy. It's really nice to see you online. So you have heard what Dr. Bolton have shared. And from your own perspective, what are specific areas of TNE partnership that your institution, Nha Trang University and UK partners are working together?
Trong cái chương trình hợp tác về giáo dục đại học giữa Việt Nam và Vương quốc Anh do Hội đồng Anh tài trợ thì có rất là nhiều cái hoạt động giữa các đối tác với nhau. Thì điển hình là có ba cái lĩnh vực hoạt động chính. Thứ nhất là các cái hoạt động trao đổi học thuật giữa hai bên. Ở đây đó là những cái thế mạnh, khai thác những cái thế mạnh giữa hai bên, đặc biệt là những khía cạnh về những cái công nghệ mới của Vương quốc Anh, cũng như là cái nhu cầu về cái nguồn lao động và cái thị trường rất là đang phát triển mạnh mẽ ở Việt Nam. Cái lĩnh vực thứ hai thì các cái bên được tham gia hợp tác ở trong lĩnh vực hợp tác giữa doanh nghiệp và các trường đại học. Và cái thứ ba đó là chúng tôi xây dựng những cái chương trình chung sau đại học về đào tạo. Đó là các chương trình đào tạo mới, ví dụ như là chương trình về quản trị công nghệ, đổi mới sáng tạo và khởi nghiệp. Đó là những cái hoạt động chính. Và thông qua những cái hoạt động đó thì chúng tôi thấy thu được rất là nhiều những cái lợi ích. Thứ nhất đó là tăng cường cái năng lực hội nhập quốc tế, trao đổi học thuật và hướng đến cái tự chủ đại học. Cái thứ hai là chúng tôi thu được những cái phát triển cho đội ngũ giảng viên, đặc biệt là những cái kỹ năng về giảng dạy trong cái môi trường nền tảng số, cái kỹ năng về đánh giá kiểm tra đối với sinh viên, cũng như là cái năng lực về phát triển các cái chương trình đào tạo mới. Thứ ba là chúng tôi tăng cường cái hoạt động nghiên cứu khoa học cũng như là chuyển giao công nghệ, đặc biệt là những cái hợp tác giữa Việt Nam và Quốc Anh.
Thank you, Dr. Duy, for your sharing. It's very useful to learn about what Nha Trang University have gained from this partnership on TNE programs. So those are some achievements that Nha Trang University have gained throughout these partnership programs. So now we have Dr. Susan Matthew from East Anglia University, one of the partners in this collaboration program, to join with us from the UK. Hello, Susan. If we are talking about from the mutual perspective, how would you recommend higher education institution in Vietnam in this area of capacity building?
I think it's actually getting a bit more flexibility in there. And I see that in the UK as well as in Vietnam. We're learning to be more flexible. We were very much wedded in the UK to our very specific methodologies that we do things by. We just need to get that flexibility, that understanding of not each degree programme being absolutely identical, to enable people to actually interact better and give more opportunity to the students. So realistically, it's about the government models being more flexible, allowing us to develop the best possible option for each student, rather than saying you can only run this type of degree programme or that type of degree programme. So it requires quite a structural change from the governments.
Thank you for your recommendation, and I hope that Vietnamese university will find it useful. Last, in your view, TNE partnership with UK higher education institution can help boost student and academic engagement and also improve student perspective. What benefit their future career development, and in what way?
Yes, so students really do benefit from any opportunity to interact with people who are different from them. So it's not just, obviously they'll learn language skills if they're Vietnamese. It's really important for our UK students as well to see different ways of living and different ways of their profession working. That allows them to build, particularly for pharmacy, their empathy, their understanding and their adaptability for when they're in the world of work. So the experience of TNE can give students that edge, that they're much better for their employability. They're able to adapt rapidly, they're able to think on their feet, they're able to accept and understand differences, not automatically assume that the life they've had before is the correct life, that maybe actually there's some other options available for them and there's other ways of thinking about problems.
Thank you, Susan, for your sharing and experience of working with Vietnamese university. And now we will be listening to comments from one of the experts in quality assurance in Vietnam, Dr. Chính from the National University of Vietnam in Ho Chi Minh City. Welcome, Dr. Chính. So, TNE, you know that TNE has been developed strongly recently in Vietnam, and the COVID-19 has opened up a new online TNE market. There are still many aspects to talk about in this new move. However, as a QA expert, in your view, what are challenges in international recognition, and what are the gains to higher education institutions and students in future if UK and Vietnam can develop and establish quality assurance framework for TNE and online TNE programs that comparable between two countries?
As a director of quality assessment in Vietnam National University, I believe that we have many different challenges. First of all, QA in Vietnam is quite new, so not many people understand about QA. We are lacking of human resource, we are lacking of procedure, of how to do quality assessment, quality assurance. And the most important thing is that the perception of many people about QA, especially for the leader, who do not understand clearly about the requirement, the necessity of quality assessment, quality assurance. So that's the most challenging, about the perception of the people about QA.
Yes, there are many things that we need to address, and we hope that in the future, the partnership between UK and Vietnam University can help to addressing those issues that you just mentioned. But what would be your recommendation to policymakers in Vietnam if Vietnam want to move ahead on this route? And what are aspects of the current policy on Vietnam, on TNE and online TNE, do you think that need to the most improvement?
My suggestion for the leader is that, first of all, we need human resource. First of all, we need to have training. And the good place to come for training is the UK, especially with the expertise in quality assurance. They can give us, provide us with expertise, with experts for doing training for the resource. Second, based on the experience, we can use the UK quality assurance framework. And based on that, we make some adjustment, adaptation to make the framework for Vietnam. And the last is that the collaboration between doing assessment, we can exchange in doing assessment in evaluation of institution as well as in program. So if we can do that three collaboration, we can improve the quality of the quality assurance system in Vietnam.
Thank you, Dr. Chính. Thank you for your sharing. From useful information that we get from our guest speakers today, we understand that transnational education is one of the key pillars in the UK-Vietnam bilateral partnership. This collaboration is very important in improving the teaching quality in higher education in Vietnam. And especially with COVID-19, a lot of opportunities are opening up for the partnership between UK and Vietnam in terms of online learning. And the Decree 38 issued by the Ministry of Education and Training has enabled more opportunity for UK and Vietnam to collaborate in these areas. And thank you again for joining the conversation show produced by the British Council Vietnam today. And thank you, our dear audience, for taking time watching this week's episode. We will be right back with another section very soon. Until next time.